What if I told you that the very borders of our nations, the language you speak, even the phone in your hand, could have all been shaped by a single empire? Imagine a world where Latin is the global language, where steam engines roar beneath marble cities, and where the moon is claimed by an empire that never fell. Welcome to Altlife Archives, where history meets imagination. In today's episode, we ask, what if the Roman Empire never fell? And this one's dedicated to Alma from Morocco, who dared to ask the big question. So don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and drop your name, your country, and your wildest what if in the comments. Your idea could inspire the next episode. Now grab your toga and let's dive into 1500 years of an alternate timeline, where Rome rules the modern world. In our world, the Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD. Germanic invasions, economic collapse, political chaos. But let's rewind and rewrite. In this version of history, the empire doesn't crumble. Instead, reforms by emperors like Majorian and Anthemius, or a revitalized Theodosius, take hold. The Senate regains relevance as a legislative power, checking imperial tyranny. Christianity coexists with pagan traditions, calming religious tensions. The military incorporates barbarian tribes as allies, not enemies. Rome avoids the fatal fracture of East and West. The empire evolves, not into ruins, but into a federation of provinces tied by loyalty, trade, and language. The empire doesn't die. It adapts. As the centuries pass, Rome becomes more than just an empire. It becomes the blueprint for global civilization. By the 10th century, roads crisscross all of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, and they're lit by primitive gas lamps. Libraries in Alexandria and Ravenna are digitizing scrolls onto bronze memory tablets. Steam-powered carts, early Roman automobiles, glide down aqueduct-lined highways. Latin evolves but remains the global tongue. You learn it from birth in Rome, Carthage, Alexandria, even Londinium, modern London, and Tenochtitlan, which Rome reaches by transatlantic expedition in the 1200s. Education is free for all citizens. Law is codified into the Codex Eterna, taught alongside philosophy, logic, and engineering. Medicine, military, and mechanics are state-sponsored disciplines. Religion? The cultus pluralis ensures tolerance of all gods, from Jupiter to Yahweh to foreign spirits of the Nile, Ganges, and Andes. Rome becomes not a place, but a planet-wide identity. Without the collapse of the West, the Dark Ages never come. This means no loss of classical knowledge. No 800-year pause on scientific progress. No burning of libraries or suppression of ideas. The scientific revolution happens in the 900s. The Industrial Revolution follows by 1100. By 1300, Rome launches clockwork satellites into orbit, powered by steam, brass, and obsidian circuits. By 1500, humans land on the moon. Not under the stars and stripes, but under the golden eagle of the SPQR. By 1700, they reach Mars. Think that's a stretch? Rome had concrete that could set underwater. Surgical tools still used today. Mechanical computers like the Antikythera mechanism. Now imagine what they'd build with 1,500 uninterrupted years. By the 1800s, or rather, year 2630 AUC, ab urbe condita, Rome has connected the globe with its most powerful invention yet, the Censura, a planetary datanet accessible via obelisk-shaped terminals in every city. Rome invents the equivalent of the internet. Every citizen, rich or poor, Carthaginian or Briton, can access the Civitas archive, a digital record of law, art, literature, and communication. And with the Censura comes Rome's boldest step, Artificialus Intelligentsia, artificial intelligence, designed not to dominate, but to govern. These AIs administer provinces with impartial efficiency. They manage harvest distribution to avoid famine. They detect corruption in real time. They translate local dialects instantly for travelers. They hold senators accountable. Each region has its own AI, Augusta for Africa, Senatix for Europe, Julius for the Americas. Even your legal representation can be an AI, trained on centuries of Roman law, ethics, and debate. But what happens to the rest of Earth? In this timeline, China never isolates. Instead, Rome and the Tang dynasty develop a joint space program. Sub-Saharan Africa integrates as provinces. Nubia, Zanzibar, Mauritania. These aren't colonies, they're citizen states, each with senators in the global forum. The Americas? Rome discovers them in the 1200s. The Aztecs, Incas, and Maya are not conquered, they're assimilated. Tenochtitlan becomes Nova Roma Occidens, the Western New Rome. There is no colonization, there is only integration. The dark stain of genocide and slavery still exists, but it is acknowledged, reparations made, history taught honestly. Rome survives by facing its flaws, not hiding them. Even religion evolves. Christianity, Mithraism, Islam, Buddhism all coexist in the Temple of Many Gods, a monumental shrine in the heart of modern-day Istanbul. So, what does life look like for you in 2025? Or rather, 2778 AUC. You wake up in a sky dome apartment in Neo-Byzantium, built with memory glass and solar skin. Your toga is optional. Most people wear tunics woven with nanothread that adjusts temperature. Your name? Caius Junius Mensa, or perhaps Gaia Livia Ramirez. Your daily commute is on a hydro-rail glider, guided by a Senate-issued AI. You can teleport via pneumatic tubes from Paris to Peking in under an hour. Your job? Maybe you archive dreams in the Temple of Memory. Or you lead philosophy lessons in the Colosseum's virtual amphitheater. Or you're an engineer, rebuilding Olympus Mons station on Mars after the Martian dustquake of 2769. Evenings are spent watching gladiator battles in augmented reality, tuning into debates in the Senate live stream, or worshiping in a temple where incense and machine code mix. You're not just a citizen, you are a Roman of Earth. But is this utopia without a cost? Yes, the roads are clean. Yes, the laws are fair. Yes, humanity lives in order. But what about freedom? What if dissent is algorithmically flagged? What if satire is seen as treason? What if innovation is restricted by imperial conformity? You may never know true chaos, but you may never know true rebellion either. In a world so tightly organized, could creativity survive? Would we still paint like Da Vinci? Would we still sing like Bob Marley? Would we still dream of galaxies beyond rules? Or would our hearts be too Roman to wonder? So what do you think? Would a world ruled by Rome be a shining paradise or a gilded cage? Let us know in the comments. Tell us your name, your country, your wildest what-if idea, because like Alma from Morocco, your imagination might inspire the next episode of Altlife Archives. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you enjoyed the ride, and share it with anyone who's ever dreamed of rewriting history. We are the dreamers of timelines. We are the keepers of the alt-life. Veni, Vidi, Vixi. I came, I saw, I imagined.